Here comes the Pinellas Podcast Live. Want to join the show? Hit the link in the post and jump in the studio. It's live, unfiltered, and all about Pinellas. Powered by the Joint Chiropractic, official chiropractor of the Bucks. All podcast viewers get the $19 deal. Consultation, exam, and adjustment for only $19. Check out thejoint.com. And now, we're on the Pinellas Podcast, live.
Slow from the Super Bowl and our huge party at Guilty Sea, Indian Rocks Beach. I can't lie. I don't know, man. I'm about 80%, and it's been 2 days.
You know, as you were kind of talking, as you get older, the more you party, the more it's like, okay, your body's like, okay, all right.
I don't want to believe that, though.
I
don't want to believe that. Yeah, great party, though. That was awesome. That was just a phenomenal party at Guilty Sea.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. We had a lot of great people come down, and you know, the game wasn't great, but boy, the company was, and the prizes, dude, man. Good on you, dude. We had some prizes.
Gave away a ton of stuff. Just gave away a ton of stuff, and the game sucked. And it's the second Super Bowl in a row. It's just been like, whatever. You know, honestly, if it wasn't for the halftime show and all that drama and debate, and of course, we're going to be getting into that here in about 15 minutes with the now infamous viral video from the zoo in St. Pete. Julio, the guy who took the video, is going to come on. So, you know, if it wasn't for that, what would we be talking about? We'll be talking about the game, right? Yeah. It's like, you know, if they had somebody on that didn't make any controversy and noise, there really would be nothing to talk about. But so now it's just full on to baseball season. Real quick, we got to say what's up to the Joint Chiropractic, our new partner here for our Tuesday Live. And they've got a crazy deal, a $19 podcast deal. So this is new customers. If you've never been to the Joint, I think you have 25 Bay Area locations.
Yeah.
So you got to go and get the Pinellas podcast disc. This is for podcast listeners only. The $19 deal. It includes the consultation, the exam, and the adjustment. You can go to thejoint.com and get all the details and find the one nearest you. I got to tell you, I did it back in the day, and then I stopped, and it was a huge mistake. So I'm glad we did this with the Joint, because I got to go get myself figured out. Sitting, and then you'll go do a workout after sitting, and then you feel almost worse. And so it's like, I felt so good when I had a chiropractor and I consistently used it. And then you get out of that, dude, and it's like worse. It's worse.
Yeah, you got to go back. But the thing is that we gave away a few of these yesterday. And let me tell you something, boy. As soon as we said the Joint, people were like, I need that.
I know that one guy jumped up and he's like, I need it. So the Joint, that's the podcast deal for new customers, $19. And they're open nights, they're open weekends, walk-in clinic, and of course they are the official chiropractor of the Tampa Bay Bucks. I mean, if the Bucks players and coaches trust them, we can trust them. So it's pretty good. Thank you to the Joint. So like I mentioned, that video we posted yesterday from the zoo, the bar in St. Pete. And then of course, you know, the halftime show was switched from Bad Bunny to the Turning Point show. And then the guy did his thing and posted it. So we're going to have him on. Julio. Just to make clear, and we'll have to say this several times, we have done everything we can to have the zoo on, the bartender, the manager, everybody. I know that they got word about it, and you know, we haven't heard back. I know they know that they've been invited, and they've been invited a million times, and they're still welcome to come on. And any of you are welcome to come on if you have comments about that video as well. You can just tap the link in the description, and you can just pop right in if you want to make some comments about that. Maybe you have a question. But before we get to that, we got a huge event coming up soon. And I mean, huge event. This isn't just golf. This is beyond golf. This is bigger than golf. This is the Valspar Championship, and Tracy West is the tournament director. This is a very official title that you have, Tracy. Welcome, Tracy. Thank you for coming on. Let's talk Valspar. And I say it's kind of a party where golf is happening, and then other people say, no, it's a big golf event, and then there's also a party. I guess two things can be true at once, right?
That absolutely can be true at once. I'll go with the first one. I think we're now an event that happens to have a pro golf tournament for sure.
Yeah, I've gone several times, and that Saturday night concert that you do is really, I mean, it's a great day of golf, but there's so much going on at night. Always a beautiful time of the year here for the most part for that. What are some of the highlights, Tracy, that if let's say, like our audience here, primarily Pinellas County, they've heard of it, but maybe they've never been, maybe they don't live golf life 24/7. Why should they go and be a part of this?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be a golfer, an avid golfer, or even golf at all, to come out and really enjoy the tournament, and everything that we have to offer. So it's not only the great food, everything from Frenchies being out there, to all the different food stands and food trucks and so forth, to all the free watching areas that we have, different platforms that a lot of them have different sponsors to them, the Cabot deck, the areas that family fun zones. So for kids, the tickets are 15 and under are free with an accompanied adult. So it's a great family activity to come out and watch. Ton of expos, a lot of fan areas. So as I said, we've got something new this year we're really excited about, a new area called The Turn, hosted by John Gruden. So Barstool's John Gruden. It's going to be huge big screen TVs, so folks can watch the college hoops. We have to say it that way.
Right.
College hoops tournament. They can watch college hoops, big, lots of gaming and fun games in that area. So it's in the people watching. I mean, there's just a lot of people to just be out and be with people that live in the Tampa Bay area. A lot of celebrities, celebrity appearances. Rondé, our general chairman, Rondé Barber, is out there all week. So he's roaming around, as well as other celebs. So it's just a lot of things to do.
Yeah, I'm a huge golfer, so I know. I think Brooks Koepka's making his. Just got back to the PGA Tour, so I know he's scheduled to be there. Correct?
Yeah, he is. We just announced Brooks. We'll have a great field of players. So we just announced Brooks. We're really starting to roll out our field this week and through March when the tournament starts. So we just announced Tom Kim today, Patrick Cantlay. We're going to have some more announcements later this week, and then there'll be a lot of other top players committing. So it's a chance for you to watch live instead of just on television. You get to see the world's finest golfers compete right here in Pinellas County, and then do all the other activities that we talked about, including the concert. So if you come out on Saturday, it's called Valspar Live, presented by Chick-fil-A, and it's a big country concert. And this year we have Lee Bryce is playing, as well as Tyler Hubbard, formerly of Florida Georgia Line. And that comes complimentary with a Saturday ticket. So there's something fun to do. We're actually celebrating our 25th PGA Tour tournament and 50th year as Copperhead Charities hosting pro golf in Pinellas. And so we've invited a lot of our past champions to come back, and we're going to celebrate them on Sunday after play. So we've got Tom Kite coming back, Nancy Lopez, Pat Bradley, because the tournament back in 1977 for the first 23 years was a combined LPGA PGA Tour event. So,
oh wow,
yeah. So it's going to be a really, really fun year.
Yeah. So the Saturday night concert, you get that free with the Saturday ticket?
Yeah, you do.
Damn.
Absolutely.
Are they going to be on like the 9th hole, or where are they
So
going to be broadcasting?
Yeah, so luckily Innisbrook has 3.5 golf courses. So they have a second driving range right along our 14th fairway of the Copperhead. So people just literally go to the 14th fairway, cross over, a small little road basically, and they're right on the Osprey driving range. And it's open seating. So it's basically you're standing on a huge driving range and first come, first serve standing room. And you get to listen to this great concert.
Can you hit balls while you wait, or is it? I'm just
that might be a little dangerous. I think my insurance agent might have a problem with that one.
Yeah, but it sounds fun. I mean,
yeah, dodge the balls.
Maybe next year we could come up with some kind of feature for that or something. You can buy, somebody message, it's dry. It's not dry. You can buy beer. You guys have beer sponsors and stuff, right?
Absolutely. Michelob Ultra. Thank you very much.
There you go. Okay.
Michelob Ultra. We also have neutral seltzers. Basically, there's probably about 7 areas on the golf course that are free areas to sit and watch golf, that are platformed or tented, that are all sponsored by different liquor partners that we have. So it's there's basically, we build on 15 out of the 18 holes. There's something happening on all those different holes, which we're really excited about.
It is an event. And like you said, all the celebrities that are there. And I know inevitably every year you hear, like, I know the ones that you guys have scheduled, but then there's always other ones that just pop in. You know, they're in the area, they're doing something in Florida, and they jump over for the day. It's kind of a fun, I kind of compare it to Super Bowl week leading up to Super Bowl. It's just, there's so many events leading up to, you know, simultaneously while the actual tournament's going on, there's so many other things happening. You guys have done a great job with that. And I think the person who said, "Oh, it's dry," I think you're thinking of the Strawberry Festival. I was just thinking, which I believe is dry, but not Valspar.
Well, hopefully they're actually just referring to the weather. And yes, it's going to be dry.
Yeah. And warm, dry and warm. Yeah,
exactly.
That's awesome. Well, Tracy, you're a lot of fun, and I appreciate you coming on. And this is going to be great. Billy and I will have to spin up there for a couple days.
And if you need to even out the field, I've got my sticks. I can any second of the day call, and I can make my way over there.
I think head-to-head with you and Brooks would be fantastic.
Oh, yeah,
come on, Billy, bring it on.
If you can line that up, Tracy, that's fine. Me and Gruden will drink beer and watch, and then they can do that. So
I like it.
Gruden seems like a guy I'd like to drink a beer with. You know what I mean? He's a dude's dude. He's just a guy I'd like to sit around the golf course and drink some beer with.
He is just awesome. And he's actually, so in this turn area, you know how he opens boxes, you know, you know, on Barstool. He's giving us all of that memorabilia.
Oh, wow.
And we're literally going to be not auctioning it off, but basically raffling it off.
That's awesome.
As part of the week. So he'll be out popping out. Titus O'Neil, a bunch of the former Bucks. You know, Derek Brooks will be here. Mike Allstott. Joe Madden comes out. We got a bunch of people.
That's great. Yeah, tons of comments rolling in. And Peggy, I thought this was a good one. It's so fun. I never thought I'd get into golf, but my husband and son got me into it. It's so chill, great event. So I think that's true. I think you go to something like Valspar, and again, even if you don't live that golf life, but then you're just there, you see how much fun people are having, and then it's kind of easy to get into it. So that's awesome. Tracy, you're great. Valspar, excited you came on. Thank you to yourself. And then I know you have a team that works with you. They've been reaching out, and you guys have just been great. So maybe we'll pop up there and see you for a couple of days.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Thanks for stopping by.
All right, Valspar. Billy's in. I mean, he's in 100%.
You know me, man. I might just, carry the sticks just in case, and just have them in the trunk, you know.
Just in case, man. You might be, you might be able. All right, so just about 12:15, which is we're anticipating having Julio on, who is the gentleman who filmed the video from the zoo over the weekend, Super Bowl, when they switched the halftime show from Bad Bunny over to the Turning Point show. And he said he was coming on, so hopefully he will pop on here momentarily. Until then, white glove painting. These guys are the best, and I can tell you why they're the best, because my house was puke yellow, and now it is a beautiful coastal gray. Now, that is not my house, but very similar transition from the colors, and you're getting $1,000 off from white glove painting. That is a podcast only discount. You can see the free estimate there. You can see the number there, the website there. Guys, if you're going to get paint either way, right? Like you're going to, inevitably we all need painting, whether it's inside or outside. But if you're getting a full house outside or a full inside, they're going to take $1,000 off for the Pinellas podcast discount. So
that's awesome.
If you're not in a position, you don't care about $1,000, God bless you. But for all the rest of us, you know, $1,000, baby. All right. I don't see Julio as of yet. Do you see him in the?
I don't, but there's a few that just say we have a lot of people in our.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, and that's great. So what we can do?
There's two that just say guest. So I don't know if that's
He just messaged me. He's having a little problem with his cell camera, but he's working on it.
Okay.
So if there's somebody else that wants to jump on first.
We have Roger, Sully, Buckeye Girl, Babs, Ryan.
Babs has her camera on. Let's jump in with Babs.
All right.
Yeah. Anybody, by the way, we say this all the time. This is kind of one of these, this is why we do these live podcasts. Anybody can jump in and talk about anything you want. So you just hit the link in the description and you can come on.
I think Babs she's got her mic muted.
And Babs, you want to unmute your microphone? I don't think I can do it from here. Oh,
no, we can't do it.
I can't. I think it's telling me I can unmute.
Okay.
Unless or that could be, no, let's see. I hit it. Babs, are you there? It didn't do a damn thing. Well, Babs, we're trying to bring you into the Joint Chiropractic live studios.
Yeah. Well, let's try Roger.
Oh, I think she froze.
Roger, are you there? I think Roger's hanging out.
Yeah, Babs.
There's a lot of people.
Babs hasn't blinked in 45 seconds. I think.
Well,
I think she's frozen.
Josie says he's going to chicken out.
Julio is here. I see Julio, but he's working on his camera.
Julio, you there? I mean, they can hear us.
Yeah, he's definitely there. But he did message me and said he's working on the camera. So, all right, there's John.
Yeah. Julio, can you hear us? They can still hear us for sure. I'll take him off the stage just as.
Let's pop on the John because he's definitely not frozen. What's up, John?
Hey.
How's it going, brother?
Pretty good. Just chilled at home.
Yeah, well, that's nice. Living the life. So I'd imagine you have a comment about the situation.
I just want to shoot out some love to Slick Vic for proposing to his girlfriend during the halftime show right there in the field. He's a Pinellas local.
Okay.
Oh, the guy that proposed that. You know what? I read that it looked like it was just part of the thing, and then it said, they really did it there. That's
one of our local performers. That's one of our boys.
Okay. Wow. So you know him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've worked with him. He was Clearwater amazing. So that's all I got to say. Just glad that he made it on the Super Bowl for his third time. He's a cool dude.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
Right?
I don't know why I didn't hear that he was a Pinellas guy.
He moved out to LA a year or two ago, and he started doing a lot of work. Man, you should see him dance out here. He's phenomenal.
What do you do?
I don't want to get doxxed.
Okay.
Welcome to 2026, man.
Yeah.
I'm a professional juggler.
What do you juggle?
Clubs, fire clubs.
Dude
fire
brought
eating.
a bowling pin out as the first prop, man.
So I thought maybe you were juggling. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Y'all gonna give me crap. All right, there's that.
No, we're not gonna give you crap. We love it. I love it.
This is my brand new
unicycle.
My brand new uni.
Can you get on that thing for a minute?
Yeah, jump on the unicycle live in your house and see.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was gonna do that on carpet. You're gonna get me killed. All right, let's do this.
Just whatever you do, don't go flying out that window.
Dude, look at that.
Will this even work?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, set it up.
All right.
All right, this is John, professional juggler and other things.
Yes,
sir.
See it. Hold on.
Look at that.
Well, this one's made for it. It's gonna piss off my downstairs neighbors.
That's pretty
awesome,
cool,
man. That is awesome.
That's pretty cool.
And give Clown my love when it gets on.
All right, man. Well, appreciate you. Appreciate
Take
you
care.
stopping in. That's awesome.
Dude, it's not every day a professional juggler, is there in the house.
Yeah. If anybody wants to come on, so we're waiting for Julio. He's having just a technical issue because he did message me and he said he's working on it. He was here for a second. We do have the entire video, and we'll play that when he comes on, just so we all have start off at the same foundation of what we just saw, heard, and all that stuff. But if anybody has comments about it, an opinion, feel free to jump on, just like John did. You just tap the link in the description. You can come right on from your phone, and you do not need to have a unicycle. to come on. Did it looks like Julio is here now. So
okay, let's
there you go. We can see you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. This is my buddy who was with me that day, so we wanted to do this together. If you have any questions from him.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, first off, thanks for being here.
Yeah, I apologize for the delay.
Thank you for having us here.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. You know, I want to tell you because all the audience that's here, obviously a large audience watching this. You know, we extended many invitations to the bar to come on. I know that they got the invitations, and so I haven't heard back. But I just want to say that you know, we really wanted to have them on, and they're welcome even to come on right now. Any of the bartenders, whatever. So I want to get that out of the way. We've got the video here, so we're going to play it. Right. Okay, because everybody who's watching, just so everybody, we all see it together. We know what we see, we know what we hear, and so there's no question. So, Billy, when you're ready, if you want to roll that, and then we'll come right back with you guys after.
Okay. Who's the manager? I came here for the whole experience. I came here for the halftime show. The whole experience. Why aren't you playing Bad Bunny at the halftime show?
Because I put this halftime show on. Because this is what the majority. If you filming me,
I'm filming you. Why are you doing that?
You can
why
get
don't
out
you
now.
play Bad Bunny?
Because the majority.
I'm gonna pay.
Get out.
I'm gonna pay first.
Luke, this is why.
I gotta pay
This
first.
is why I said no.
I gotta pay first. But I'm asking a
Good,
question.
okay.
I'm not being violent.
Cash you out? I'll cash you
Yeah,
out.
I gotta pay
got you.
first.
Yeah,
I
well,
shouldn't pay
what's
because
your
I came
tab
here
under?
for the full experience.
What's your
I
tab
got
under?
curious of which show to put
Super
on.
Bowl
Okay,
experience.
what's your tab under?
All right? I came here for the full Super Bowl experience. Are you the bouncer? Are you the manager? Are you the bouncer or the manager?
He's the manager.
All right, I'm speaking to him, not
Yeah.
you. You do what you do, and I talk to him.
You don't
I
tell
came
him what
here
to
for
do.
the Super Bowl experience. The full Super Bowl
This is the
experience.
halftime show.
This is not the halftime
It
show.
is the halftime show.
No, this is not. This
It's
is
called
not.
the halftime show.
We're at the zoo, and the zoo refuses to play Bad Bunny for some reason during the halftime show. They want to play somebody else. All right? I'm going to put this on my social
There
media.
you go, baby.
Good.
All right?
There you go.
appreciate that, actually.
There's your
Made me
tab.
some
You have a good night. Thank you.
You might get customers. You might lose a lot of customers because you might look like a
I guess
racist.
we'll see.
All right?
guess
You
we'll
might
see.
look like a racist.
So do you.
Why?
You're a racist.
Why?
You're complaining about the show.
This show right here is not
All right,
the show.
can we do me
This
a
is not
favor?
part of the Super
I
Bowl.
have a bunch of other things that we have
I
to
came here for
do.
the Super Bowl experience. This is not part of the Super Bowl.
So don't come
Okay.
back.
This was not promoted.
So don't come back.
I'm not going to come back.
Excellent.
I'm
We
not
all
gonna
win
come
then.
back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
And that's
Okay,
how
we're
you
gonna-
deal with customers. You're not going to
Okay.
say, well, maybe I could do this for you in the future because you didn't get your full experience.
No.
No, you don't do that,
No,
right?
you're rude and
Why?
obnoxious,
I
that's
wasn't
why.
rude. I got it on video. I wasn't rude. I asked
Good,
you
you're gonna go off to it.
why were you not
Get out.
playing the full experience? Why didn't you play the full experience?
Get out.
Right?
Get out.
It's not cool.
Okay.
That's.
So I recorded it. All right, the Super Bowl promotes Bad Bunny for the halftime. I came here for that experience, and I didn't get that experience. They played some other thing, Turning Point USA. That's not NFL. That's not the Super Bowl. They should have played the full experience. They didn't do that. And then you can see how rude they were when I asked them about it. So now I'm going to put this on my social medias. I'm going to put this on my TikTok. We'll put it everywhere. I'm going to have my friends put it on their social media, and we're gonna have them come after this place, the zoo. I'm not coming back to here.
All right, so Julio's a gentleman there that just filmed the video and was speaking into the camera there at the end. He joins us now in the Joint Chiropractic Studios here on the Pinellas Podcast Live. Julio, thanks for being here. And this is your friend. You said he was with you that night, right?
Yes, this is Noel. My name is Julio. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, man. Thanks for being here. So, listen, I got to tell you, I've watched this about 40 times. I feel like I could pick you out on the street now. I've watched this so many times. You know, to me, it just comes off like right now, like full cancel culture. I mean, I'm trying to get to the point where you didn't like what they did, and I respect
Right.
that because everybody's got to have, you know, a reaction. Sometimes we like things, sometimes we don't like things.
Right.
But at the end of it, you're like, I want my people to come after this place. What exactly did you mean by that?
Okay, here's what's going on. I did record it. Originally, the reason why I recorded it is because I knew that we were at a bar and things can get a little bit crazy. So just to have evidence, if the police get involved or any bouncers, I have evidence that I went up there and I was cordial and then something turned out bad and I was being stomped out or dragged out or arrested. So that was the reason why I did it, just for evidence, for my safety and the safety of the people inside the establishment. That was the original. Are we still here?
Yeah.
All right. So that was the original. That was the original thought for me. And then the interaction happened the way it happened, and then I got upset.
Okay, can I chime in on this? Because what he meant at the end of the video, it wasn't anything intentional to harm anybody. And in this day with social media, you could do harm to people. But what he meant was that he was going to post the video so everybody could watch what the establishment was about not playing what a paying customer, a Patreon, was paying to watch the halftime show.
Right now,
You said you wanted the experience. Did you buy a ticket? Was there a cover charge to get in there?
There was no cover charge. I didn't buy a ticket.
Okay, so you went to watch the football game.
Based on the interaction that I had with them, I got upset, and at that time, I was like, "All right, I'm in fury. I'm upset. A moment was taken from me. And there was no, empathy from the management or anybody. I was upset, and I said what I was going to do on the camera, and I went home and I did it. You know what I mean?
Going up to somebody with, and I think this is anywhere and anybody, if you go up to somebody with a camera in their face, you've automatically put them in a defensive position. That's fair, right?
Right. Absolutely. Yes.
So you kind of you kind of lit the match by going up to somebody with a camera in their face. I mean, that I know you said you did it to protect yourselves, but that right there takes the temperature from 98.6 to 110.
Right. I got you. I got you.
And then I'm just going off of what we just saw. You guys might come off as racist. You have to help me get there. How they changing the channel could be anything close to being racist.
Well, here's the thing is, I know the hats that we have on right now are the hats that we wore in that place at the bar, on the bar. Every employee has been through that bar in the 2 to 3 hours that we were there. Every employee that serves, he was sitting right across from that bar. So it was very obvious that that there were two Puerto Ricans there, happy to be ready to see a historic halftime show, right? So at no point during our few hours that we were there, no one came up to us and said, "Hey, we're not going to be playing the halftime show. We're not going to be playing the Bad Bunny." That would have been courteous. That would have been a courteous.
I don't think that's unreasonable. I mean, looking back, I think the bar, and I'll be honest with you, Julio, based on what you did, and I still got to get back to the racist thing. I have to, but I think moving forward, because here's the other thing too. I think Super Bowls now, there's going to be multiple halftime shows. I think there's going to be different networks and content channels doing everything. And I think you're going to see signage when you go into a Super Bowl and you're going to say, here's what we're doing, here's the plan, or they're advertising on social media. But I gotta go back to this and somebody wrote, this guy's biased. I mean, I have a perspective and an opinion. And so I'm trying to talk to you. We can have a great conversation. I mean, some of the comments are absolutely ridiculous both ways, but I still have a perspective on this. There's no way you believe that manager got up that morning or those bartenders got up that morning and said, we're going to be racist to Puerto Ricans today. There's no way you believe that.
No, we don't believe that at all.
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't.
And I don't.
We just.
If you had to do it again, would it be like I probably didn't need to go to the racist thing?
Yeah, like I said, I was upset. I was really upset. I was upset. This moment for Puerto Rican people especially was historic. It was a big deal for us. We were proud. We had dignity. We were in there with our hats. And we were in there for hours. And then we didn't even have time to find a backup plan. You know, no backup plan. Nothing from the manager saying, "Well, listen, I have a TV back here. How about if I just turn it on that TV?" Nothing. There was no backup plan, and that's where the anger came in. That's where I got upset, and I did things that I really feel that I didn't need to go as far as posting it. I didn't even know it was going to become equal to Michael Jackson's Thriller. I didn't.
Julio, did you ever ask? Did you ever ask? And you just put it on one television?
Actually, we were sitting there, and the bartender saw us, and I commented on the halftime show. I can't wait to watch that halftime show. It's going to be lit. And what happened was, at the very end, one of the bartenders said that they were not going to play the show at the very end. And actually, a few of their customers were coming up to me because they saw my Puerto Rico hat, and they were loving Puerto Rico because they're skaters. And they were like, "Oh man, Bad Bunny's going to be awesome. We can't wait to watch the show." And what happened was, the manager of the establishment, I'm going to say, he is not racist. I'm going to say he made a bad business decision.
Yeah, that was not a good one.
By not playing the halftime show that came with the NFL.
Or split it, or signage to let people know, that it's not going to be playing here, or whatever the case may be. So that they both sides, and I would include myself, both sides made bad decisions.
Well, Kelly says if you'd come to the owner with a little respect and just ask for maybe one TV to be switched, maybe they would have obliged. And so that's kind of, that's what a lot of people in the comments are thinking.
Right. And you know what? I kind of agree. But again, I was upset. This happened. We sat there for 2 or 3 hours. We were very nice we were going to tip them well. You know what I mean? We were very nice to the bartenders. It was just like I stood up with the rest of the crowd. Most of them that were in there didn't even set up for the national anthem or take their hats off. I stood up, put my hat by my arm.
We actually did respect the United States of America because we are Americans also.
Yeah. So,
and I am going to say, sorry, Con, not to cut you off, but I am going to say, if there's 32 football teams in the NFL and that establishment has 32 TVs on the wall, why couldn't they put at least half of the TVs or one of the TVs on the actual halftime show?
Yeah, but and I hear that, but let's be honest. Then the problem would have been the audio. It would have been, what audio are you going to play, right?
Right.
And that was not going to solve that issue. I understand that it would have been a gesture, but there's no way that then the problem would have been, I want to hear it. I just think that wasn't going to solve it. I mean, by the way, Julio, did you tip the bartender? I know you paid your tab.
I paid my tab. You heard it on the video. He said, "Get out." I could have just walked out. But I was courteous. I still went and paid. But I didn't give a tip. I left. I was upset.
Just seems like those. Yeah, I understand that. I understand. I mean, so I wanted to have you a conversation because I think you're probably seeing now. It's like you put something out. Now there's all these narratives. Like I said, I hate cancel culture. I just hate it. Probably because I just get a bunch of messages. Billy gets a bunch of messages. Right. I hate it. Because people say things off of like one sentence or one interview, and but so when I saw the video, I said, man, this guy, he's trying to cancel this bar. He's trying to cancel these bartenders. He's trying to cancel his manager, all because of a Bad Bunny concert. I mean, I didn't like it. I didn't like the racist thing. I didn't like you throwing it out there. I'm just, being honest how I saw it. I didn't like it at all. Because in this day,
I'm not trying to sugarcoat it, but I didn't actually call him a racist.
You're right. You didn't. You said it may come off as being racist. You're right.
He may look like a racist.
Right.
But as we know, people's attention spans in social media, they see you, they hear your story, and they racist. That's it. I mean, I got on their social media, they had to disable the comments, and I've been on a bunch of other pages. There are people just calling the bar racist. They live in like Albuquerque, San Diego. They don't know these people. I don't even think they know you. It's just random people calling this business and the people racist. And like I'm telling you, there's no way, I don't believe it. And you guys, I think, already agree with me. That staff didn't wake up that morning and said, ma'am, we have a couple Puerto Ricans walking here and we're going to act like a bunch of racists. That didn't, there's no way that happened, you know?
No.
Right. Yeah.
I'm
100% sure. But again, when this thing went down, as soon as, we were proud, we were like, oh, it's going to happen. And then click, the TVs went black. And you know what? Another friend of mine that was there was sitting next to me. She said, well, I think Bad Bunny is not performing because he's sick or something, right? So when that came on, whatever that was, that other halftime, I said, this is the replacement for Bad Bunny? And then he realized, no, they changed the channel. And then it fired.
How long did you wait though before you went and filmed? I think it wasn't that the second performer. Did you watch?
Yeah, there was a couple of people came up and played the guitar or whatever, and I was just like, this is the replacement for Bad Bunny. If Bad Bunny is sick, this is I can't believe it.
He didn't have bad intentions on going to the manager with the camera. This guy couldn't hurt a fly. I know him for years, many years.
Yeah, I went there just so I can stay calm too and be on the video and ask the questions. I felt that if I didn't have that video camera, I was going to be there. I probably would be a little bit more aggressive, and then things would go different. I'd probably get dragged out of the place. It'll turn into I don't know. That's what I was thinking. And then through the interaction, I just got more upset and said, you know what, I'm going to go post this. Did I know it was going to go viral? Did I know it was going to be, you know what I mean? I thought amongst my friends and people I know in the area would see it, and I scooped them on it and let them know what's going on, because I actually like the bar. I promoted it before. I have family that go there 10, 12 deep a couple of days a week. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I like the place. I've been there a couple of times. I don't go there as much, but I've been there a couple of times. That's why I chose that place, because I like the business. I didn't just randomly get up and say I want to go to the zoo. There's other bars around there. Yeah, I went to the zoo because I did like the place.
It was local.
I was upset.
It's a local bar.
Besides local, I like the place.
Yes.
Do you regret posting the video?
Yeah, I kind of regret posting the video. And you, by the way, I've been contacted by other media companies and things like that, but you're the only one that I'm doing, and then it's over. We don't need to take this any further. You're the Pinellas podcast. Everybody knows it. We're telling our story for our people in our local area to know our side of the story and how we feel, how things are going. But we're not here to destroy a business and to try to keep pushing the issue. That's not what we want to do.
Yeah.
So after you, this is over for me.
You're going back to your old life.
Yes.
I hear you. I mean, it's crazy how things take off. There's no doubt about it. I mean, is there any, and listen, there's people just joining now. And so, we've asked the bar to come on. We've asked the bartenders to come on. They're, like I said, they're welcome right now to come on. I really want them to come on. By the way, I want to say that bartender for me out of the whole situation, the woman, she was the MVP. Man, she tried to de-escalate this thing. She asked you 3 times what the tab was under. She was like, hey, baby, let me get you taken care of. We'll get you out of here. I mean, I know she didn't solve your problem about the thing, but she was like, listen, let's get this diffused and she really did a great job. I mean, I'm telling you, I thought she did great. I thought, other things weren't handled so well, but I thought she did good. Is there any part of you that's like, and I'm not putting you up to this. If it's not, then don't. But I mean, is there a part of you like something that you would want to apologize to the manager or the bar for, or you don't think that you need to do that?
Well, you know what? If the manager, I don't want to sound stubborn. Like I said, I like the business. I've been there before. I promoted. I will apologize for posting the video and taking it that far. Recording it, I did that, for myself, because I knew that it could turn into something, and I wanted to have evidence if it did. There was a potential of it something happened. Escalating, right? So I did that. Posting it, I can apologize for that. I can apologize for posting it. I did want to let my people know, my people in this area, my family that go to that bar, friends in the area. I didn't want this to go all over the damn United States and I didn't think that all that was going to happen. You know what I mean? So if I'd have known it was going to happen, I probably would have thought about it twice. But at that point, I was just like, I'm just going to put it on Facebook because I don't have a lot of friends on Facebook. I figured it was just going to, let my friends know. And they were like, you know what? We're not going back over there.
On Julio's behalf, I already, at that moment where he was taking the video, which I pulled him away and said, hey, go over there. I'll handle this. I apologize to the establishment. You can contact the manager, contact the young lady. I already had apologized to them. And even the young man who was the one who took the remote and changed it. By the way, the manager got mad at the young man and said that he knew that was going to happen. That he told the young man in the video that he knew that something was going to happen. This is why he said no.
Yeah, that was, I wanted to ask you, but I was curious because that kind of came out of nowhere. He was looking at someone, he goes, this is why I said no. And I was wondering if he said, if we change this, there could be an issue.
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah,
okay.
I think that's what happened. And that kid, the reason why he told that kid that was because when I went and asked the question, if we listened to the video, he's saying, get out. He's yelling, get out, get out. That kid was the most aggressive out of all of them.
Yeah, I was going to say they didn't handle it professionally. They should have handled it with, hey, how can we accommodate you as a business owner? How could we accommodate you guys? Can we set you up over here and set up one TV? And again, when you said about the audio issue, you're 100% right. But sometimes in those bars, when there's a lot of people in there watching, cheering on their teams, every single TV in that establishment has their own audio.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm telling you, you guys were nice to come on, but I disagree with that 100%. Because I think when you do this, when you walk up to somebody like this, you're not going to get their best effort. You're just not.
No. I disagree. Absolutely, 100%.
So I think that when you did that, and you have your reasons for doing that. I mean, those are your reasons. I respect you as a man, and you said you did it to protect yourself, whatever. But the second you do that, you're not getting their best effort. That's just
right.
That's not going to happen. The other thing, though, I thought Julio and
well, that was a little bit anger driven as well because of the fact that we were sitting there, 2 to 3 hours, and you just, bam, it's like. You remember when Kanye West went up on a stage and took and took the moment from what's her name, the country singer, what's her, your young girl,
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
They Taylor Swift us. We were having a moment. This was a proud Puerto Rican moment, and then
I can't. No, I can't. I mean, it's a little different. It's a little different.
You watched one of the comments, Julio, is have you watched the Super Bowl halftime show since then?
Yeah.
Yes, we have. Yes. We went on YouTube and we actually watched the Super Bowl.
I caught pieces of it, but I wanted that, that energy. You go to a bar, you got that energy around. You got the big speakers.
They didn't meet our expectations.
You got that energy around you. I mean, we could have probably both went out to the garage and said, let's put it on the phone. Or try to get it on. I don't know how you get the NFL on the phone, but we did that moment. That moment was not there.
Okay, and then what about the I know you encouraged. I found some people sent me comments. You were kind of encouraging bad reviews to the bar, and
no, I didn't encourage any bad reviews.
Well, I'm not going to put the screenshots up, but it looks like you told people to let them have it. And then you said in your video, to come after them. I mean, that would be a bad review, right? Unless it's something else. I mean,
like I said, at that point, I was upset. When you're upset, you're saying things, you're not thinking, you know what I mean? So I do admit that I was upset and I said and did some things, you know what I mean? But I don't remember going, hey, go review, go and give them bad reviews and giving them specific instructions to do something to make them look bad. I
wonder if there's ever an opportunity, and I mean, I could be way off. I was just, like for you to go back in there, shake hands with the guy. You said you made a few mistakes. You also said that they had made a few mistakes. I just wonder if there's an opportunity to go.
Man, I don't think I would take a chance at this point, man. People are crazy. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know.
I know, but I think you would feel bad though if somebody went in there, because you said that they might be racist or whatever, and some shit went down. I mean, you would feel bad, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I definitely would. I feel bad right now that I posted the gun on video. Well, I didn't know the video was going to go the way it went. Again, a lot of this was anger driven. I was upset.
Given the opportunity, yes, he would love to apologize. I already apologized for him. But if he's given the opportunity, I'm going to say this guy's a nice guy. He's not a bad guy. Like I said, it wasn't intent to hurt anybody. It's social media. People do a lot of things, bad things on social media. They'll do something and then turn on the camera after they did something bad. And he didn't.
Right, what he said, it turned off the camera, and then the camera turned off. That's crazy. So it looks like his device went.
It's still on there, but
maybe their camera will.
Do you want to? Buckeye Girl's been. Do you want to bring somebody else in? And
we can bring some people in if you want to come in and you have some comments. I mean, we've got just about.
I could not keep up with the comments.
Well, I mean, they're just flying up and down, but
yeah,
maybe have a couple more questions. I will say for a couple of the total dumbasses that are writing, how biased this is and everything like that. Listen, first off, we're never going to make everybody happy. And I understand that. And when you approach something like this, you approach it from your own perspective because you're a human, right? So, I was straight up with those guys. It came off to me like cancel culture, that they wanted the bar to pay for a business decision that they made. And I think Julio's been super authentic. I think he's been a super decent guy.
I mean,
I don't agree with the way he handled it, man. You walk up with somebody like this, like I said, you've gone from 98.6 to 110. The temperature is just already hot. So, and that's why I asked him about apologizing and the things that he said now that he regrets doing and things like that. And so, I just am really, for the few people that said this is completely biased, it stuns me. But then again, why does it stun me? Why should I be stunned? I don't know.
Buckeye Girl, you there?
It looks like she's still muted as well. It looks like Julio's trying to reconnect.
Yeah, we're trying to get Julio back. So let's.
What do you think? And even people in the comments. I mean, the second I saw this, I said to myself, if this had and I didn't know if there was something else. Was there another video that was going to come out? Was there some? And we talked to these guys, and clearly, I think what we see is what we see. I think people who have never heard about, and by the way, somebody wrote that I'm a regular at the zoo, and I'm just such a regular there. I've never been there in my whole life, so I am actually regularly not there. I've never been there in my entire life. The agendas of people are insane.
Well, they'll just say anything.
They'll just say anything, right? But I think their business is going to skyrocket. All of the the stuff that they've been called. And again, most of these accounts that are screaming at the bar, you don't live here. You have no idea. You read a headline on some radio station in New York, and then all of a sudden, Julio, they're back. Okay.
Yeah, I'm back.
You back, gentlemen? And I think we just lost him again.
Didn't mean to cut you off there, but I think you're right. I think that I think that it's going to help. And the other thing is when you go up with you have the phone in their face and you say, I'm going to put this on social media. I don't ever know that that's a good thing. Like it's trying to say I wasn't trying to hurt anybody, but I mean, rarely do you pull out your phone and say, I'm going to help everybody. I mean, it happens occasionally when somebody does a GoFundMe or something, but normally when you're going like this and you're in a situation where you're getting slighted, you're not trying to help anybody.
Yeah, I mean, that's like I said, it just raises the temperature. I think Julio is back now. We got his connection back, and we can It looks like he's logged in twice. So you want to go to the one with the video.
Oh, I got you. My bad.
He's
Good
logged in
call.
twice.
There's so many people in here, so I got.
I know, which is awesome.
Yeah, you got that's a good point. You know, it did raise the temperature, and again, at that night, that day, well, it's evening. I just wasn't thinking that way. I was just thinking, you know, I'm really upset, and I want to record this, and I want to make sure that I'm okay with it. And then, again, according to the interaction, when there was no, you know, no empathy, I was just like, all right, I'm going to post this. You know, I felt like in the video, I gave him an opportunity when I said, hey, you're not even going to say, let me pay for your food. I didn't say it that way, but are you going to give me something to fix this? And he just said, no, you know. And as you can see, when I'm there, I'm saying, I need to pay my bill before I go. You're telling me to leave. I got to pay my bill. So, you know, I don't know. You know, I just think that
that's another moment that hit people weird, Julio, when you said, are you going to give me something, you know, because I've been inconvenienced. You know, yeah. I think people were like, well, if you're intimating that they're racist, why would you even want something from them?
Because I wanted to give him an opportunity to fix it. You know what I mean? I wanted to see if he was give me a little bit of empathy and say, hey, you know what? You're right. I was trying to see if I could get some kindness out of the guy from my anger, from me being upset. And so that's why when I didn't see that, that's when I really got upset and said, you know what? I'm going to post this. I didn't see, they were just cold the whole time. There was they didn't have any feelings towards us, you know, empathy.
What's your gut feeling? The net result of this, what it does for the bar? Does this increase their business and the awareness of the business?
Could be.
As far as I see, all the comments, all the negative comments on there, yeah. And there was a lot of people who said they're going to go to the zoo now because of what happened. So yeah, it looks like it generated business for them.
Yeah.
That's what I think. The second I saw it, that's what I thought was going to happen. And the reason why is because I think people are so exhausted. Well, I know people are exhausted with cancel culture. And I'm not saying that because let me be fair. Just like, I don't think that staff woke up and said, hey, we're going to be racist today. I don't think you woke up and said, we're going to go and fuck with some people at a bar and try to cancel them. I don't think that you intended to do that either. It happened though. It happened. And the way you left it, that is cancel culture. You know, these guys might be racist. I'm going to post this and I'll have my friends come after them. That's cancel culture. I think so many people are exhausted of cancel culture that they're trying to like come to the rescue of people that are trying to be canceled because everybody's so exhausted. So I think the net result will be that their business gets increased, the awareness gets increased.
It could go both ways because again, if you're not going to accommodate, you know, the paying customers, you know, by telling them, hey, by the way, I am sorry, I could set you up with another TV somewhere else. I mean, it could have been handled a lot more professionally. They could have, you know, posted it. Hey, by the way, we are not showing the halftime Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, I was going to ask you that question is, what do you think that the management there could have done or staff to make things better? Because I'm letting you know that I've made mistakes. You know what I mean? So what do you think the management there could have done to cause this to not happen?
Yeah, obviously
to make it better or to fix it.
Just from my perspective, and I wouldn't say the management. I just think that it's got to be the manager. He's the only one that spoke, right? So I think it's kind of his actions. I don't know what the management or the ownership, you know, how they run it, you know, but just from him, you know, first off, it's interesting because you did throw out the racist thing first, but you said this may look racist. He actually said you are racist, and I thought that was a mistake on his part. Because again, like I said, you initially raised the temperature, you lit the match, but I think that probably threw a little bit of gas on it, right? Because all of a sudden it's back to, but again, now we're having the argument about racism. So this might come off as racist. And he's like, no, you are a racist. So I think that was a mistake on his part, right? To me, he went there, he wanted to play the game and he shouldn't have done that.
Right.
looking.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He should have never played the race card. First of all, if he told Julio that this is the halftime show, that is not the halftime show. That's an alternative halftime show.
Well, it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny when he pointed to the TV and said, "It's called the halftime show."
Exactly.
That was funny.
That was pretty damn funny. I mean,
that is not an official NFL.
Well, we were gonna go there with the
halftime
NFL
show.
Yeah.
That is not an official halftime show. The
That is
official
true.
halftime show is Bad Bunny. Okay. This is a time, okay, whether you like it or not, for people to learn different cultures. Whether you speak Spanish or not, you watch. It was a message from Bad Bunny. And this is what we wanted. We wanted to watch that message from our culture, from our ancestors. There was the slavery, the poll workers, and how many times have we went through a hurricane and we fixed it ourselves?
I don't know what you mean by that. You fixed it yourself.
Well, the Puerto Ricans in Puerto Rico fixed their own island. They were saying that, hey, we could do this. We can climb out of a rock.
He's saying the messaging, the message
point of the
show.
Yeah,
the performance.
Well, maybe that is to some people. I think to a lot of people too, it's entertainment. I mean, it's entertainment, you know. And the other thing too, I'll say is it's really not a bar's responsibility to prop up culture. It's not. I mean, I'm not trying to come off as a dick. I just if we're gonna require all these private businesses to somehow start teaching culture, I mean, I don't know what that looks like, right? Like that, and that's a dangerous slope, right? Because if you want that to happen, then you're going to walk into places and we're going to see things that we don't like, and we're going to have listen to things and watch things we don't like. So I don't know that the bar had a responsibility. Listen, it'd be different if you bought the Super Bowl ticket and you're at the game and Bad Bunny comes out and then Roger Goodell's like, you know what? We changed our mind. You know, and here's Alanis Morissette or whatever. I mean, that would have sucked and everybody would have been pissed.
Right.
The bar and the manager said, and I guess I just got to take him at his word, or we do, or whatever. Maybe it'll come out. I mean, he said a majority of the customers wanted it changed. He had to make a business decision.
Right.
Yeah.
So again, I think we're back to, there's no way this guy got up and said, I'm going to find some Puerto Ricans today and take it out on them. I just don't believe it. I'm
with you on that.
We're not.
I don't believe in that because I did speak to the manager and I did tell him that I believe myself that you are not a racist person, and he would probably let you guys know that I said that. What I believe is that he made a poor business decision. That's it. I mean, if you want to promote your bar and you want actually more people to come, why not invite everybody to your bar?
Yeah, I think your video, you know what I said in the beginning, I think your video, Julio, changed the game is because I think now I think there's going to be multiple halftime. The NFL will always have their show. Okay. I think there's going to be these other, you know, shows that are going to be from, you know, different organizations and mean different things to different people. And I think that's great. I mean, that's why the internet has really connected people, right? Because you can stream anything, create anything. But these bars and restaurants, they're going to have a decision to make. They're going to have to really be clear about what they're going to show, what audio is going to play. Right. And I think moving forward, people may make decisions because we're in such a political climate here, right? It's just that people will now make decisions on a 15-minute halftime show of where they're going to go spend, you know, the whole day to watch the game. I just think that's what's inevitably going to happen.
Right.
Yeah, that's the silver lining. You know, you find, you know, you get the good out of the bad.
Well, this is a lesson to be learned on both parties.
Give me a second. You get the good out of the bad, and you touched on that, and that's real. I think that the game is going to change going forward. Bars are going to make better decisions. They're going to use signage. They're going to have, when they promote, they're going to say, "Hey, there's 3 halftime shows. We're only going to play these 2 or this one, or we're going to play that one." That, you know what I mean? I think that's what's going to happen in the future. So
I think what did I get
out of this? I got that out of that, and I'm very happy that that something good came out of it on my side, and hopefully something good came out of it on their side. Maybe they got more business now. You know what I mean? And
Next
we all
year,
learned, and it was a learning experience for everyone.
yeah, next
the
year,
board.
Julio, do everybody a favor. Just post on Friday where you're going to go watch the game, just so everybody's ready, and so the bar staff will be ready.
That's
and,
a good one. Hey, I'm coming. Play Bad Bunny.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. Maybe, I don't know. Listen, it's a complicated world, but it's complicated people, right? Like, and I don't mean bad. We all come from different things. Like, I want to reiterate, you guys said the national anthem played, you stood up, you took your hats off. You said, we're proud Americans. That's stuff that that would have never come out in that video that you put out there. So you said it, and I wanted to repeat it. Somebody keeps writing here that I'm being totally unfair to you guys. I hope you don't feel that way, but again,
no, you're doing a great job, my friend. And you're the only, and I took this, just you. I said, I'm going to go. I've seen you online before, and I like your energy, and I said, I'm going to go that route. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate
you're the only
that.
interview, and that's going to be it.
Well, yeah, I appreciate it. And like I said in the beginning, I came off as I was going to come at this as my own honest, authentic, and I did think it came off as cancel culture and going at them with the phone and stuff. But we were able to have this great conversation and learn a little bit about your perspective and seeing some of the comments and things like this. I wonder if I can organize. I mean, you guys would have to think about it. Billy, what do you think? Maybe we pick like a Friday or Saturday night. Maybe the zoo will all go in and watch the Bad Bunny halftime show, drink a bunch of beer, get a little buzz. You know what I mean? Would you ever do something like that?
Absolutely.
As long as I know I'm safe, I'll be all right with it.
Well, you're going to be
He's
safe.
all right.
Yeah, that manager never even stood up. I mean,
I'm talking about the manager. They have customers. People, I got it.
I know you weren't scared of that lady with the mask on.
Yeah.
I know that lady didn't scare you.
But yeah, I mean, I'd be willing to meet up with that guy, shake his hand, let him know that, hey, I was heated. We had a heated situation. It went, went further than I expected it to go, and that's it. But for me, everything's already done. There's no reason for me to keep pushing.
The damage was done.
Yeah, the damage was done. Everybody, I don't need to continue pushing the issue with other media. And, I think probably in about 10 to 20 minutes after this interview, I'm taking them videos down. It's going to be over.
Okay, you are going to delete it. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
because I just wanted to I was upset and it happened, but there's no reason to push this any further. After speaking to you, speaking to family members and friends, and I called in a radio station this morning one of my favorite radio stations, 102.5. I spoke to them yesterday, then I spoke to them this morning. They gave me their opinion. After thinking about all those things and hearing everybody's input live, not just comments, because people can comment and there's no feeling there, and I realized, you know what, let me just why keep pushing the issue? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, at this point, what Julio's trying to say is he wants to apologize to the social media world for his actions. And I mean, it probably won't. This is a learning point for everybody. I'm going to say
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. For the establishment, for Julio and I, and I don't think this should ever have to happen again. And we're
one thing with the social media world is they police themselves, and so
absolutely
it doesn't really matter.
People are gonna twist it.
Yeah.
Well, like they did.
Say,
he wasn't outraged. He wasn't outraged because I was there. He just said, "I'm going to film it for my safety and the club's safety." That's all. This is why he did that. Okay, so the manager did get mad and pushed the phone out of his hand. Hey, what are you filming? What are you, crazy? Whatever. And then he attacked the young man and said, hey, by the way, this is why I said no.
Somebody just commented that WorldStar already posted it, so you would have to give them permission. Do you know if WorldStar contacted you to put it up?
Absolutely. No, did it?
No, I didn't get it. No.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So somebody had made a mention that you were going to contact a lawyer and try to go down that whole thing? And
No, I don't think that's gonna happen. No, he would never do that.
I've never gotten a lawyer. I did not say mess up their reviews. All I did was post the video. That's all I did was post it, and then it became it went viral.
well, yeah, you posted it, but you did say I'm going to have my people come after them.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
You did say that.
Whatever I said on the video, I posted it.
Right.
Well, he didn't say my people.
I didn't-
What he meant was social media was going to come after.
I understand.
Them. That's
I understand
exactly what he meant.
I understand, but you know how, and so this is the other problem with, you know, the social and everything, because we all, the thing is, we all don't know it. We just hear the words, right? So,
right.
you know, if like 5 dudes in a pickup truck took a video and said, Julio, that's our favorite bar. We know what you said. Now we're coming after you.
Yeah.
Well, they could say, oh no, we just meant we're going to attack them on social media. But you might also say to yourself, well, wait a minute. I don't want people looking for me.
Right.
And that's why I asked you earlier. And you said you would feel terrible if somebody walked into that bar and said, this is a bunch of racists and something went down and people got hurt. I mean, that's not what you want. Yeah.
Right.
Again, what I said on the video, I just stayed on the video and I put it on there.
Right.
And he was a little annoyed at the time.
Give me a second. But I did not, go after. I mean, I didn't say go for the reviews on there or anything like that, or I'm getting a lawyer. None of that stuff happened. Just whatever I had recorded, I was upset and I put it on there, and that was it.
Yeah.
And I told my my followers on Facebook, please share, and that was it. If you look on it, that's all you see. You don't see anything else or any comments of me saying, give them bad reviews, go after them, you know, that type of way. I just said, please share. I did say, I'm going to let my people know on the video. At the moment, like I said, I was upset. So whatever I said that was on there, it went on to social media.
Yeah, you guys said earlier, I mean, you guys love America, right? You're proud Americans, right?
I'm a proud American. I was born in the United States.
So was I.
And the reason I ask, because, you know, like in a lot of
Puerto
countries,
Rican descent.
in a lot of countries, like even going into a bar and doing that, I mean, you know, there's not protections for that. This is a country you can do all of this stuff. And whether people are right or wrong, you're allowed to do this stuff and have an opinion and you know, complain about, you know, what's on TV, what's not on TV. I mean, it's kind of a special country to be doing that. And in order for us to have that, for you to have the freedom to do this and not have to worry about your door getting kicked in and getting, you know, shot and whatever, because you have a freedom of speech, we all do. You know, we've had millions and millions of people die for these rights, right? Even to do what I do, like in most countries, man, you can't get on here and have the, you know, talk to people and have opinions, like, you know, so we're all in a place we need to be thankful for that. I mean, I know that's just my opinion, but the fact that this can even happen shows what a kick-ass country we lived in, and the sacrifices people made for this all to even happen. And so
we're very, very aware of that. I want to throw a little tiny curveball to the side real quick, okay? Just to let you know more about ourselves and who we are, right? Little curveball to the side. As you can see, a couple people called me Clown. That's my nickname, Boogie Down Clown from the Bronx, right? My nickname, I used to be a breakdancer. I became very popular as a breakdancer. My group was called the USA Breakdancers. We represented the United States for over 15 years, traveling around the world. This guy here was a New York City breaker. He was part of 2 groups that were in the movie Beat Street, New York City Breakers. So we represented the United States around the world with just our names. So we love this country. We love this country just as much as everyone else does. We are part of this country. We live in the United States. We were born in the United States. We're Americans. That's why we stood up and we held our hats to our heart and we sang the national anthem. You know, and you know, we looked around in the bar and there were only a small handful of people that were doing that. You know what I mean? So we're not it's not like we're Puerto Rican and you need to respect us. We're Americans. We're Americans and we should have mutual respect for each other as Americans.
Somebody just said, can we see a breakdancing move?
He could probably do it because he does the electric boogie. but I was given the opportunity, and not to you know I was given the opportunity to be on one of the biggest stage in America, and I danced for the 1984 presidential inauguration for Ronald Reagan. I am Kit Nice of the New York City Breakers. That's my group. And Ronald Reagan gave us the opportunity to crawl out of the streets from New York City.
So we're Americans. That's the point, and
Yes.
we represented the United States at
And
a
we
high level.
support
At
the
a high level.
president.
Yes, the president.
We
And
support
by
the
the way,
president.
he's a Republican. I'm
Not a Republican.
I'm a conservative.
You're a
He's Republican.
conservative?
Yeah, I don't want to. Whatever president is telling me, I vote for. I can vote for Republican or Democrat. It depends on what I'm hearing when they're running for office. You know what I mean? And if I'm hearing something that I'm issues that affect me and most of America, then I say, okay, I think this is the right president for us.
Who did you guys vote for this last election?
Well, if the social media is not going to go crazy and attack me, I am a Trumper.
Wow. See, this is why. And Julio, I'll give you a shot.
I went for Kamala.
All right.
I didn't go for. I knew Biden was out before he was out. Before he fell asleep a few times on the.
So you were
in the debate.
Okay, so you were a 2020 Trumper, though.
I'm a 2020 and 2026. Well,
Yeah.
now I'm on a little on the edge, but I became a Republican because I was given the opportunity in 1984 by a Republican, which was Ronald Reagan.
Interesting.
Yes.
Julio, did you vote for Trump in 2020 when he ran against Biden?
No, I didn't even.
Did you write in? You just wrote in Bad Bunny. Just said, "I'm."
Yes.
No. When Biden won the 2020 election.
Yeah.
You voted for Trump.
I voted for Biden.
He voted for Biden.
Oh, you voted for
I still
Biden.
voted for Trump.
Okay, you voted for Trump. Okay,
I voted for Trump.
And you guys are friends, right? It's okay.
Yeah, if he gets out of hand, I'll break dance against him. That's it.
No, I get along with. I mean, everybody has their own opinion. They can, you know what I mean?
Yeah. There was more. I saw the video. I'll be honest, Julio. There was more people in the zoo than people who voted for Kamala in the election. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But
well, I am going to say, if you go to the zoo, there's a lot of bikers that go to the zoo, and I'm going to say most of them are Trumpers.
Yeah. I've never been. Somebody was telling me, it was somebody supporting you. This is why I love having the conversations, because now everybody's like, I don't know what to feel anymore, because It's like, wait a minute, he voted for Trump over his buddy voted for Trump, and everybody's just. And I think that there's so much to get out of having these conversations. This is why, like the TV news, right? They'll show up, boy, they'll take 30 seconds of what you say. They'll put it the way it's hard. It's hard, but doing this is so important, and that's why it's like when we started this as Pinellas, it's like, this is the people that live here. These are people you're going to see these people in the grocery store, at the red light. You know what I mean? It's like, it's important to kind of have those conversations. And it's interesting to get to know each other. Gentlemen, this is good. We got to wrap it up. Okay. I hope you thought this was fair and authentic. And I said that, when I saw this, I didn't agree with how you handled this at the beginning. I thought it was cancel culture. I think we got to respect the private business to do what they do. But getting to meet you guys and talk to you guys and kind of hearing all about it, it's just nice to again, just have a conversation where we're not just all throwing insults at each other.
Oh no, that's our culture. That's our culture. We don't do that. We don't like to insult people, even though he did make a big mistake. And I apologize for his mistake to the establishment. And I do apologize to everybody out there who is on social media and who is posting negative things. You know what? We all love each other. We got to have one love. We all got to live in America side by side with each other. Okay. And we have to respect each other. And I love America and I love my culture. And you know what? To me, being in America is one of the best things in life. You know why? Because there's other countries who are having their problems.
Yep. Well, thank you guys for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Great
and letting
conversation.
us, tell our side of the story and being fair in the conversation. And
Thank you.
Great conversation. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Take good care.
Yeah. See you guys.
All right. Well,
Wow.
we've run over. I stand by, I thought the way that he started that off with the phone in the face was, that wasn't, nothing good was coming out of that.
Nothing good.
Nothing good was coming out of that. I also stand by. I think that the bartender, I think people were posting her name, was phenomenal. She tried to de-escalate this whole thing.
She was the hero for sure in this story.
Yeah. I mean, I think she was just like, we don't want this to go any further.
Comments are crazy. I mean, I really couldn't keep up with them, but
I know. I guess I don't know. I don't know what part about this was unfair, but again, I'm not telling anybody how to feel. Like I'm just like, hey, if you feel that way, hey, and you got the right to say it. So I'm all good with that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess that's why I asked him 3 times. Do you feel like this is unfair? Because some people are like, this is totally unfair. I'm like, shit, I don't know. All right. Well, yeah, you guys, the comments are great. Thank you for coming on the lives. And just so y'all know, because there's some people here who haven't been here before, we do this live every Tuesday at noon. Yep. And just like this, anybody can come on and jump in. There's a little link in the description. And
the only podcast in America that lets the regular people come in and voice their opinion. We tried today about 10 times, but y'all didn't have your mics on. So
yeah, you got to turn the mic on. It just works better that way. Just works better way. What was your take from that, Billy? Like, because you saw the video. This is the first time we've ever talked to these guys. What do you think?
I'm honestly, and not to, obviously, you and I are great friends. So, and I really liked how you handled the situation. And I like the fact that at the end, they were saying that they have done some things wrong. Listen, I think anytime you get into any kind of skirmish and at the end, you can say, you know what, I made a couple of mistakes. And of course, the bar didn't come on. And I'm sure they would have said, you know what, we could have handled it well. This would have been all wrapped up nice if we, obviously, and they don't have to come on. That's their prerogative. But I think at the end, they realized they came on a little strong. And you know what? You get mad. You got that Latin fire in you and you say some things. I mean, I'm Italian. I've done it. And then you're on camera doing it. That's the problem when you're recording. But I think at the end of the day, it turned out to be good guys.
Yeah, I wish the bar would have come on. We asked him a bunch, but I also understand because there were those rumors going around that Julio may have lawyered up and was, whatever. Because that happens when these things go viral. That's why I asked him, and he's like, no, we didn't do that. But so I kind of get it from the bar saying, their lawyers. The lawyers are always going to say, don't do it, don't do it,
don't say a word.
Yeah, they're always going to say that, so that's fine. But I would have liked them to come on, and I think I would have. I really wanted to. The bartender was just great, and she was put in a tough spot. She's there with 2 people who are kind of not happy with each other, and she did good. I think the zoo. And I told them this, if the intention was to hurt their business, I just think this is going the other way. I think they're going to see a huge spike. I think a lot of people are going to go. So I think
in this day and age, when somebody thinks people see people getting handled not in a great way, they step up and they go do it. And listen, I will say, I don't think they were wrong. I think they had the halftime show they wanted on. It's a private business. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. I mean, they do have rights there.
Yeah,
so.
well, you got to listen. We got to respect private business and private business's decision, right?
Yeah.
Because if you don't have private businesses, then you've got a government running everything. They're running your entertainment. They're running your restaurant. No, the private businesses need to be able to make business decisions. Doesn't mean they're always right, but they're able to do what they got to do. And I mean, nobody's a bigger fan of small businesses than us.
Yeah.
So I respect that 100%. And so, yeah, I thought though, Julio, I thought he was patient. He wasn't hyped up like he was at the bar.
Right.
He offered a couple of apologies for a couple of things. I mean, were you stunned that his buddy's like, I voted for Trump and Julio voted for Trump in 2020? I mean, yeah, I think those are things. And that's stuff that's like, we're all thinking like, I wonder politically, whatever. And so then you find out, you're like, oh, all right. So, it's one of those situations, but, it'll be a learning thing for the bars next year. I promise you, it's going to be so crystal clear across America what bars are playing, what happened.
But you brought up a great point because I just said, well, just turn one on. But you're right, the sound is always going to be a problem unless there's two rooms.
Exactly. So it would have been, the audio would have been the issue had.
Right.
But it was cool of those dudes to show up in the Joint Chiropractic Studios. So again, we do these lives every Tuesday at noon. Feel free to jump on anything you got to say, opinions, perspectives, stuff going on in Pinellas, man. We'd love to hear it. That's kind of what we're all about. Also, all of our social links, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, go find it, like it, follow it. We love the comments. We love the perspectives. And I hate the hell out of cancel culture. So you can cry all you want about everything. And I just don't care. And Billy doesn't care. And our bosses don't care.
Yeah.
We have great bosses.
We do have the best bosses.
They're great guys. So yeah, we just hate cancel culture. So you can keep writing about it and this and that and da-da-da-da. It's just whatever. Don't give a shit. But here we are.
By the way, if you do see something, you can always send us your stuff. We love to get, we get a lot of messages. And if you're out there and you see something like this or something different but good, whatever, send it to us. We'll put it on.
Yeah. And again, maybe we can line up that event at the zoo. We'll get everybody together. We'll all drink. We'll find something we can drink too. I think we can all.
Will you dress as Bad Bunny dressed?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I'm not a Bad Bunny fan. Like I don't even, and I didn't even when it was on the part. I watched a little bit of it honestly because I wanted to see if there was going to be a controversy because everyone was predicting there was going to be like a big thing, and so that's really why. Well, I watched it, but I don't know. And you know what, too? I'm not a Super Bowl halftime guy. I don't care. I think I love sports too much to care about some guy dancing for 15 minutes.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We go from these dudes pummeling each other to some dude dancing, and I just don't care about the dancing part. It's just me. If you do, that's great. Shit, whatever.
Yeah.
Thanks again to the Joint Chiropractic. Go to thejoint.com. Hey, this Pinellas podcast discount kicked off today, $19 at the Joint Chiropractic. Consultation, exam, and the adjustment, all for $19. New customers and only for the Pinellas podcast audience. So you have to say Pinellas podcast deal. So you can get it for the $19. Open nights, open weekends, walk in. So great guys, and I believe 25 Bay Area locations, thejoint.com. But grab that $19 deal. I mean, you can't beat that. You feel like a different person after you get adjusted. And it does so much for you. But man, $19, you ain't going to beat that.
Yeah, special discount, Pinellas podcast.
Yep. So make sure you guys jump on that at thejoint.com. All right, bro. Great job today. We're going to jump out of here. I know that we're a little bit late. Again, thank you guys. Go over you're streaming it now, wherever you're streaming it. Like, follow, interact, send us ideas, messages. This podcast is as much yours as it's more yours than it is ours, to be quite honest with you. So go and do that. And we will see you guys next week, noon, Tuesday, for another Pinellas Podcast Live.
The Pinellas Podcast Live. Grab our social media links and merch at PinellasPodcast.com. Powered by the Joint Chiropractic, official chiropractor of the Bucks. Get the podcast deal now. A consultation, exam, and adjustment for only $19. Hit thejoint.com for all their Tampa Bay locations. And you can catch the Pinellas Podcast live every Tuesday at noon. Don't miss it.